You have by chance the Philosopher's Stone?
Yes. Is this it? That's the only stone I know that fits the bill.
Ah, in the name of heaven! I shall start the preparations for the experiment right now. It's all right. It doesn't matter if this is not the true stone. I am grateful for your help regardless. But if it is the stone, the result should be wondrous. Please, come back again in, let's see, 5... No, make it 10 days.
10 days. Okay. That would be the 13th. Oh.
What is it?
That experiment's dangerous.
That may be, but this is something I want to do. Something I must do. Please, try to understand. 10 days from now, by then, the experiment should yield fruit. I will be able to show you the homunculus. At last, science will prove itself capable of creating life. How I wish she could have been here, Helena. That is my only regret. See you in 10 days, then. Oh, and one more thing. Could you keep this a secret from Hugo and Margaret? Knowing Hugo as I do, if he learns of this, he might do something like attempt to bring Helena back from the dead. He can't seem to face his mother's death. Should this experiment succeed, and if I manage to find what answers I can in my quest for truth, I shall commit all records of my research to the fire. Now, take care.
Hey, did you manage to see Father?
Uh-huh. Why do you ask?
Man, what's the matter with Father anyway? He hasn't let me into his laboratory lately. When I went in there the other day, he got really angry with me, and ever since then, there's some secret in there he can't tell me about. I just know it. Hey, are you like Father's right-hand man? You know, with tools from the future and stuff?
Of course not. Nothing like that.
Really? I'd definitely ask for your help if I were Father. Then I can make a machine to move through time. You know, like the one you showed me before. I sort of understand how it works, anyway.
Wow, really? I'm impressed.
Well, I said sort of. Anyway, I'm more interested in what Father's working on right now.
Hugo, I'm sure Father will tell us one of these days.
I don't know about that.
Children, I have something to tell you.
Father.
I am going to start another experiment, but this one will be very dangerous. So I want you two to leave the house for a while.
Right away?
The sooner the better. I'll send word in about 10 days. Go to our relatives' homes or anywhere else you like. That's all.
Can I help with the experiment?
No. Both of you have to leave this house.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What does he think he's doing, huh?
Come on. Where should we go?
Sis? So, you're just going to do it?
Do we have a choice?
But...
It's okay. It's only for a little while. Let's go. We have to get ready.
I guess I'll be going now.
Of course. I'm sorry, we're always in the middle of something.
See you soon, okay?
Hello? Is anybody here? Anybody? Dr. Wagner, Margaret, Hugo. Anyone here? Hugo! The basement. This meter here. Is this a time machine? That can't be. But that sounded like Margaret's voice just now.
Hey, long time no see. Actually, didn't we just see each other today?
Is this Hugo?
Uh-huh. I really like these machines of the future. Being able to just project your voice a long distance, that's really something.
How did you know my number?
Oh, that. I just asked someone called Eckhart. You know, you mentioned him once.
How did you get here? And why? Were you the one threatening Eckhart?
Come on, threaten sounds so serious. All I did was propose a deal. Can I help it if he jumped at the chance when I told him what he wanted to hear about his daughter? Oh, and about how I got here? It's pretty simple, really. Remember that tool you showed me? I just made one of my own, you see?
What?
Well, actually, I didn't make it. Not exactly. The Hugo of the future completed it and gave it to me. A transport mechanism to time-space marked by phenomena of relevance. You like it? Just like yours. Actually, I think the other stuff may be different, but who cares, right? In any case, I can track and follow your machine.
What about Margaret?
Will you look at that? I'm forgetting the point of the whole thing. Can you drop by? I'll be waiting at the square. Bring homunculus, we have a few things to discuss. Oh, and by the way, do what I tell you, okay? Otherwise, someone you care about is gonna die. I don't have to tell you what I mean by that, right? Later then.
Hugo!
Hey! Hugo! Where are you?
Man, you are so noisy. I'm here, right here.
Hugo. You're the one who's been trying to kill me?
Never mind that. Where is the homunculus?
You heard what I asked you.
The homunculus was completed because you showed up. You fooled Father into creating the homunculus. Isn't that right? I read Father's research notes. It said you brought him the last ingredient, the Philosopher's Stone.
Me? Get your father to create homunculus? All I've been doing is trying to stay alive. But it isn't...
What I really wanted was to get here earlier and stop what you were doing. But all my machine could do was follow yours. So I targeted yesterday's you, because I thought I could manage to get to you before you did the things you did today. I had so many chances, but I still didn't manage to kill you off.
Hugo!
It's a shame, but there's no way for my machine to outrun yours. And I can't stop the homunculus from being completed. So I'm switching to another plan. If I can't prevent the homunculus from being created in the first place, I'll destroy it. That seems to be the only way to get a hold of the Philosopher's Stone.
The Philosopher's Stone? What use is that to you?
Hugo!
I'm out for revenge, get it? The homunculus destroyed my family, and you were the one who had it created.
No, Hugo, I can't believe that's true. Ike just doesn't seem like a person who would do a thing like that. There must be some other reason Father disappeared the way he did. Come on, Hugo, let's give him just a little more time. We can wait together.
Shut up! That's your problem, it's not mine. Now stop treating me like a kid whenever it suits you. Got it?
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but...
I know that the homunculus is made of the Philosopher's Stone. If we got hold of it, we could save Mother.
Save? What do you mean by that?
I can save her life! That's the reason I'm looking for that stone. This time, I will succeed, and she'll be alive again. We'll all go home together and start over. You understand now? Come on, go get the homunculus!
Bring her back? Hugo, what do you think you're doing?
You want to raise the dead?
The stone let Father create the homunculus. As long as I have the right materials, this should work too.
You're not serious, are you?
Never mind. Just hurry up.
You used that lock of Mother's hair. You tried this before?
Hurry up!
A homunculus can't be... He just appears out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with what I want. Yes, he saved my life, but that's about it. It just isn't possible for me to call him up. Don't you get it?
I'll give you 20 minutes. If you don't bring him to me in 20 minutes, I'm just going to disappear. Sorry, sis, but I'll have to leave you behind in this age.
Hugo, what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. Even if I do end up doing that, nothing's going to happen to you. Leaving your ancestor in this time. You understand what that means, don't you? Go on, hurry up!
things. I'm not doing too well, as you can see. This body can get a little tiresome sometimes. It must be nice to have a human one.
Could you come with me for a second? Hugo's looking for you. And I have a few things I need to ask you, too.
Hugo, huh? Which means you know who the killer is, I guess. Let me guess what Hugo's plan is. He's going to leave Margaret in the present and wipe you, her descendant, out that way.
You knew about this?
Since I was willing to give you time-traveling powers, you didn't expect me to just sit around, did you? I tested out a few histories. That particular outcome is just a variation on a theme, so it was fairly easy to guess. It's the sort of thing that Hugo would think of. So please don't bother to thank me. I just wanted to help. Switched kids. I found a baby, just about the same age. Is the Margaret you know blonde and blue-eyed?
You did what? Switched babies? Isn't Margaret an ancestor of mine?
Well, that's my theory. There's something uncanny about your involvement with that family, don't you think? It is, after all, the simplest explanation. And if she isn't a blonde, it means my plan worked. No matter what happens to Margaret, your existence is an assured fact. Don't worry, I'll switch things back to the way they were after all this is over.
You switched Margaret with Eckhart's daughter?
So what, Ike? No big deal, I'm saying. She was going to die alongside her mother, and I saved her life. It's harmless compared to Hugo trying to cancel your existence by abandoning Margaret in the future. Master Hugo's plans will fail, thanks to me.
Of course. So that's what really happened when Eckhart's daughter disappeared. Wait a second. Are you the one who murdered his wife, too?
Who? Me? As if I'd risk myself in doing that. Do you have any idea how fragile my body is? I have to take good care of it so that it won't break. I'm really not very strong. Just now, I had to rest a little here, and the next thing I know, there are people all over the crime scene, so I couldn't complete the switch. But I did manage to bring the real Margaret to this time, under the name Dana, of course. No need to worry.
I don't believe the stunts you pull. These are people's lives, their fates that you're dealing with here.
Excuse me? You lost me there for a second, Ike. Sorry, but I'm not human, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
You.
But I do believe in the power of fate, you know. No matter how much you meddle, it always wants to go back to the way it was. It has a kind of homing instinct, if you catch my drift. That's why we're having so much trouble getting Death du Jour off the menu.
I know what I said about not wanting to die. But you have to stop changing other people's destinies around so casually. Do you have to go that far?
Well, if you're that unhappy about it, Ike, would you like me to change it back? Of course, it has to be after she turns 20. After she's been taken hostage by Hugo. Otherwise, there's no point in switching them in the first place.
20 years isn't something you can just erase from memory and relive. Don't you understand how serious time is?
Excuse me? Are you trying to lecture me, Ike? After all I've done for you? Humans are nothing but trouble. Really. Well, see you later then.
Wait! Where do you think you're going? He said something weird. Homing instinct. No way. Was that it? So Dana is and Margaret is Eckhart's daughter. Can that be it?